welcome back to my channel, and please ignore the Valentine's decorations that are still on my wall. So, as you can tell from the title, this is going to be my first story time, and it is going to be about an old man who haunts my family. I'm going to follow these in order of which happened like first to last, and the first one starts with my marraine, which means godmother in French. So without further ado, let's get on into the video. Alright, so my mom and marraine shared bedrooms for a really long time, up until my marraine was a teenager and she decided that she wanted her own room. So my mère and père, which is grandma and grandpa in French, they decided that they would like build a room for her in the basement. So before my marraine moved in to the room, my mom like warned her about like how the house was like haunted and stuff, because I'll do other story times about other hauntings that went on in that house. But my marraine still didn't care. She thought she was crazy, so she moved into the room. Nothing happened for about 2 years, but then about 2 years later, my marraine came upstairs one morning and she told my mom, she said, "Vicky, if you want that room, it's yours." So my mom asked why, and she said, in the middle of the night while she was sleeping, she woke up because she heard noises. So she opened her eyes to see 3 like slightly transparent men just like searching around in her room. She pretended to sleep, but her eyes were still like slightly open so she could see what was going on. They kept searching for a little while, and then eventually one man went under the bed and he never came back out. Another went through the closet and never came back out, and another went through the wall and never came back out. So she was too scared to get up, so she stayed in bed until like 5 a.m. when she ran upstairs, and then she waited for my mom to wake up so that she could tell her like exactly what went on. So that's done with the first story, which went pretty quick. And now for the second one, which is my mom's. A few years later, my mom took the room, and I don't know how long she'd been in the room at that time. I don't know if it was like right at the beginning or maybe like a couple years later. She one night woke up because she had like some kind of like weird feeling or something, and she woke up, and as soon as she opened her eyes, she saw a man with a long white beard. Like, I imagine that he would have looked like Dumbledore from Harry Potter. But she saw him floating, like she was laying in her bed, she saw him floating over her. And she freaked out, so her first instinct was to punch him in the face. So she punched him, and then obviously like the punch didn't work, it just kind of went through air. Automatically her second instinct, I guess, was to get up and run out of the room. So she ran, and I think she was, at this time, like, she was like 18, I think, and she ran up to her parents' bedroom and slept in their bed. So that's done with the second story. So the next story is my cousin, Kayla. You guys have met her. She's my marraine's daughter. And to explain to you her story, we will have to go to my next station. Alright, on to Kayla's story. So this was the room that my marraine and mom shared, and this was another bedroom. So this was kind of like a hallway thing, but it was also the bathroom. So then here was a long counter with 2 sinks and then 2 mirrors. Here was the bathtub with a door, so it was in its own little room. And then obviously like there was a wall, and then there was the toilet in its own room. And then there was the door as well, and there's like where the towels went in between. So how it was Kayla, let's use my red marker. She was like a toddler at the time, she was really young, and the door was open. And my marraine was here, so this is my marraine. And she was looking like at Kayla, who Kayla was just like here in the bathroom, right? Yeah. So Kayla, the way she was facing was it's not really even here, but she was facing the mirror. And my marraine was facing Kayla. And they're home alone at the time, and Kayla's just doing her own stuff. And then she turns to my marraine, she says, "Mommy, who is that?" And then my marraine said, like, "There's no one here, Kayla, like, we're alone." So then Kayla, like, just stopped, and then a few minutes later, she says, "But Mommy, who's that man with the beard?" Oh my god, I actually just got shivers. My marraine freaked out. She grabbed Kayla, like, off the toilet, and they just ran downstairs. I don't know why I felt the need to do a line, but they ran downstairs. That was what happened with Kayla. And then there's what happened with me. Obviously, I don't remember because I was about the same age as Kayla was at the time, because I was born 3 years after her. And instead of my marraine and Kayla, this is my mother. This is me. Once again, my mother's facing me. I'm facing the mirror. I turned to my mom And I said, Mummy, who's that man with the beard? And like automatically my mom knew it was like a ghost, and she was like, Jasmine, there's nobody there. Like, stop like talking nonsense. And then I'm pretty sure I said it a second time again, or maybe just once. And then the same thing happened, like we were home alone, so then she took me and she ran. So yeah, pretty much like everyone except for my mama and papa saw the bearded man. We weren't sure who was there to protect us, but he wasn't there to do anything bad, so he was just kind of there. So yeah. Alright, so I just want to clarify this really quick, like during my outro here. First of all, like no one in my family lives in that house anymore. And secondly, there are many, many, many more like ghost things that went on in that house, like a bunch of stories that like so many people in my family have like had some kind of experience in that house. So if you guys enjoy these story times, my paranormal story times, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to join our happy little family, and I will see you guys all next time. Good night, good day, goodbye.
Don't wait for the